Hey guys, Decaf13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Fire Emblem Three Houses. In the last episode, we did some more paralogs, and we wound up getting a couple more a relic for Felix, which is a shield actually, the Aegis shield. He's the only one who can really activate it, but I mean, hey, it's pretty good defensively for him, so I'm all for it. And we also did a paralog that involved Flane and Sedith, where we got not hero relics, but two just normal relics that really anyone can use, but they're enhanced by crests. Also, on that little paralog, we learned a little something about Flane and Sedith. They're not brother and sister, they're father and daughter. They're keeping it a secret for some reason. Well, I mean, because, you know, there's people out after Flane's blood, and I guess this helps hide her identity a little bit. So, yeah. They're actually father and daughter. It really does explain a lot. Really explains why he's just so overprotective of her. I mean, aside from the major blood. But, you know. Anyway, we have a couple support conversations to do, so let's get started with these. So first off, we have Dimitri and Felix rank B.
You don't look busy. Join me for some training, Boar Prince.
And here I thought you had no desire to speak with me.
We don't need to speak to clash swords, do we?
I suppose not. Is that one new? Wait. Where did you get such a blade?
I suppose you would recognize its value. I came upon a merchant selling weapons and found this among the rest of the steel.
That pattern around the edge. There's no doubt. It was forged by Zoltan, the master swordsmith.
I'm not giving it to you.
Huh? Oh, I'm just happy to have laid eyes on it. I don't suppose you'd allow me the chance to hold it.
Guessing that's a big no.
Do you take me for a fool? I'm not letting a brute like you swing it around.
As though I would be careless with something so valuable.
I recall when you were 9 years old, you swung a sword so hard you snapped it clean in two.
Damn, Dimitri.
Come now, that was so long ago. I'm hardly the fool I was then.
So you say. Yet House Fraldarius still told that story for years.
What's wrong, Felix?
How pointless. No use talking about someone who's long dead. Looking at your face is making me angry. I'm going to find a different training partner. Farewell, your beastliness.
What is going on with him?
Oh, okay, the Sword of Zoltan. Well, that's going on, Felix. Didn't think I'd get an item from a support conversation, but here we are. Alright, Dimitri and Ash rank B.
Your Highness, sorry, I mean Dimitri, would you, do you want to train together today?
Ash, of course, I'm glad you asked. After classes conclude for the day, meet me at the training ground. I'll be waiting. And afterward, let's plan on dinner. We'll certainly have worked up an appetite.
Oh, yes, I suppose, I mean, sure, it'd be, that is...
Oh,
it
Ash
would
is
be
so
my
confused, he
pleasure
doesn't know how to act.
To dine with you? I mean,
Ash.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm just no good at this. I'll do my best to improve.
Are you still worrying over what I said to you before?
I'm trying to do as you asked, but it's just completely against my nature.
Trust me, I understand the urge to show respect where it is due. However, that is not the case here. Yes, I was brought up in a different family and raised in a different way, but otherwise, you and I are the same.
That all makes sense, Your Highness. But I just can't bring myself to speak to you in such a casual way. Sure, when you get right down to it, royalty like you and common folk like me, we're all just people. But the common folk still rely on the nobility to keep the peace and to keep them safe. Commoners pay the price for that in taxes and respect. That's what Lenato says.
I suppose I can understand that point of view. But the flaw in your logic is that I am not king just yet.
You're still a noble, though.
But that's not all there is to it.
Hmm?
I also respect you as a person. You carry the weight of the whole kingdom on your shoulders. You're a faultless warrior, and you're always so kind to your allies. Even me.
On all accounts, I can say the same of you. But you also have a strong heart. I can't say that about myself. No matter the circumstance, you are never drawn toward darkness. That mindset of yours has done me well on countless occasions.
Well, I do my best. So I guess mutual respect between us is what's really the most appropriate.
Precisely. Which means there's never any need to be nervous or uncomfortable around one another. It seems we may have circled back to where we started with this conversation, but let's at least agree that we both should learn to bend a bit. How's that sound?
All right. Let's start from the beginning then. Would you like to train with me today, Your Highness?
Of course, Ash. Come at me with everything you've got.
Alright, next up, Dimitri and Mercedes, rank B, part 1.
Mercedes, I'm sorry to ask this of you, but will you lend me a hand?
What can I do for you? Oh, is the cuff of your overcoat
Oh yes,
still torn?
last time these two interacted,
Mending that shouldn't
Mercedes
be a
almost
problem,
killed Dimitri with a sword by throwing it at him.
It's pathetic, I know, but I fear my sewing skills are... well, as you can see, they're just about non-existent.
Dimitri, this happened months ago.
Goodness, you must have been concerned when I tore your cuff.
Ah, well... that is to say... no. Would you please teach me to sew? I hear you're rather amazing at it.
Of course I'll teach you. Don't look so heartbroken.
You will? Thank you. Oh, I owe you for this.
I'll go get my sewing kit. You wait here. I'm so sorry, Dimitri. I've never seen, well, it's just a bit...
No need to dance around the issue. You're fed up with my clumsy efforts, aren't you?
Oh, poor Dimitri can't sew.
I thought you might end up bending some needles if you tried mending this on your own, but... how did you manage to break a pair of scissors?
Dimitri, how the fuck?
I'm so sorry, really. I try to be careful, but with delicate work like this, I just can't seem to manage.
How hard are you going in with those fucking scissors, dude, that you snapped them in half?
There's no need to apologize.
Jesus.
But you must have been uncomfortable making your way here with this tear.
My inability to control my own strength is humiliating. Of course I'm useless at needlework.
No giving up on yourself. You just have to practice, that's all.
Let's buy a huge stockpile of scissors for this.
No matter how difficult something is, if you keep at it and don't give up, then you're sure to improve. Isn't that what you told me?
Right you are. To give in to despair isn't like me. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm ready to give it another go.
Great! I'm glad to hear it. First things first, let's make sure the needle is actually threaded this time.
That might help.
Oh, I bent another one.
Dimitri learns to sew and fails horribly. Nice. Alright. Might as well get this one out of the way. I don't know if this will get any better or not. Who knows?
To do. Saving the day again?
Apologies.
I'm the one who owes you an apology. You've saved my life how many times now? If I keep being so callous, I'll seem ungrateful.
No matter.
But
I'm accustomed to it.
I'm sorry to do.
Why?
Because the way I speak to you is unnecessarily harsh. The truth of it is, I lost someone very dear to me in Dusker.
Yeah, your fiance, Glenn, right?
The punishment came swift to your people, and when I heard of the slaughters, well, I thought it was a punishment well earned. I thought the people cruel and heartless, deserving of the tragedy that ultimately befell them. But you're different. You seem nothing like the people of whom I speak. So why not speak back against how I and so many others feel? Why not question this unfair prejudice and tell me I haven't the right to hold a grudge against you? If you just speak to me, if you'd tell me the truth about all of this.
I do not know the truth of it myself. His Highness says the tragedy was not the fault of my people. But just like anywhere, there were many different people in Duskur. Some very good, and others very bad. It is not unimaginable that some may have conspired to take part in that wickedness. Perhaps we are merely victims. Or perhaps we are regicidal monsters.
Whatever the truth of it is, you are not to blame. The people I hate are the ones who are responsible for that whole mess. You just got caught up in all of it.
Ingrid,
You've rushed to my side. You've saved me countless times. I am sorry for how I've treated you. Truly.
if you think of me as your ally, that will suffice. For me, that is enough.
Oh, growth. Ingrid's not being racist towards the Dew anymore. Alright, I guess that's a win. Really can't deepen the bond between them. This is one I really wanted to say. The continuation of this one.
You.
What did I do? Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I know, I get it. I'm sorry. I can't stand the sight of me either.
Oh, Bernie, don't say that.
I never said that. Stay right there. You're always running away. You must really find me irritating.
Irritating, I know. I completely... What? No, I mean, I know I'm irritating, but... Huh?
Stop. Do you remember when you came up behind me and knocked the sword from my hands? I need you to teach me that technique.
Sword? Teach? Technique? That's a joke, right? Because that's just about the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Maybe so, but I saw you do it.
Yeah, Felix is legitimately impressed with you.
You don't remember? You moved like a flash, and before I knew it...
Nope, wasn't Bernie. I must have dreamed it. Unless my accuser dares to produce some evidence.
Oh, we... is... We playing Phoenix right now, Bernie?
Yes, evidence. I still have your satchel, see?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my satchel. Wait, that? No, that's not mine. You can't prove it's mine.
You know it's yours.
I'm innocent, I swear. Merciful Cero, save me.
This is getting nowhere. But, maybe I should corner her like last time. Then she'll use the technique without thinking.
Felix, don't bully Bernadetta so you'll make her use that technique on you.
Never mind. I'm done here.
Lies! All lies! I didn't do any... Uh-huh? Well, where'd he go?
Oh, Bernadetta, you little nervous wreck. I love you. Oh, that's just some supports of Mercedes and Ingrid.
Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking.
Mercedes, what's going on? My eyes. I can barely
Oh, she's cooking
breathe.
spicy food.
Oh, Ash, I'm so glad you're here. My cooking's not going very well at all.
What did you put in there?
I used some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil.
That explains it. We use that herb for smoke bombs.
Why do you keep that in the fucking pantry then?
Just turn the heat off and cover the pan.
Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good.
Sorry, everybody. Could we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please?
Mercedes, what are you
Well,
doing?
some folks were a little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster.
Yeah, to say the least.
I'm so sorry. I always mess everything up.
No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself.
I just need to figure out how to do it right for next time.
Next time? You still want to try again, even after all that?
Hey, if anything, she's determined.
Of course! If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me.
I guess that's true.
If you quit every time you made a mistake, then you'd never learn anything, right?
That's right.
That's a great point.
Ah, maybe my mistake was frying the herb in oil. If I had boiled it instead, then there wouldn't be smoke. What do you think, Ash?
Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great! I'm gonna get this right next time for sure.
You know, I noticed a lot of these supports are really involve cooking. Just find that pretty interesting. Alright, Ash and Ingrid.
Do you know this legend, Ingrid? It's about the Battle of Fodlan's Throat.
Oh, yes. I know it like the hilt of my sword.
With so many valiant knights appearing in this story, I couldn't help but wonder which was your favorite. I really like this one, the one in the middle, the knight who stands in defense of the Duke.
Such a wonderful knight. One of my favorites as well.
That makes sense. He's so noble and virtuous. In fact, he kind of reminds me of you.
Thank you. You remind me of him as well. You are honest, as is he.
Aw.
No, I'm nowhere near as great. Maybe someday.
Oh, look at these dorks blushing over each other.
Maybe if we work hard together, we can both become knights as glorious as the one in this story.
Together, yes. Now wouldn't that be something? If only we could.
Huh?
Ash, the legends are exactly that. Legends. They're not indicative of real life. The cards we are dealt are what they are. We can work with what we have, but we can't change what's in our hand.
What's that supposed to mean?
I long to serve His Highness as a knight. The sort of knight that legends are written about. But I was born bearing a crest, and with that comes responsibility. Whether I like it or not, I am the last hope of House Galatea. I am the only one who can carry on the family bloodline and restore our lost fortune. To do that means setting aside my own dreams and ambitions.
Oh, that's sad.
You still have the right to pursue your dreams.
Ash, I must ask something of you.
Yes, of course. Anything.
My dream is aligned with your own. Please, for both of us, promise to see yours through.
That doesn't seem fair.
I'll never be able to see my dream through. Doing so would mean terrible misfortune for others. So, I am bound by honor not to follow through on my own dream. But I can help you achieve yours.
Come on, this isn't like you at all. Please, don't smile when your eyes are so sad.
That kind of went depressing pretty fast. Mercedes and Felix. Alright, Mercedes and Ingrid.
Apologies for my late arrival, Mercedes. My duties ran long, as per usual.
There's no need to apologize at all. Please, have a seat. We've met for tea so many times, but you never seem to get used to it, do you, Ingrid?
Not entirely, no. I'm not accustomed to being treated so delicately. Anyway, what will we talk about today?
I actually wanted to gripe about something that's been bothering me.
You? Gripe? Now that's unusual. I'm happy to listen, of course. It's the least I can do after all the kindness you've shown me.
Thank you. The one thing I really wanted to talk about is marriage.
Marriage.
Oh?
Yes. I received a letter from my adoptive father about marriage discussions with a noble family.
I thought you and your mother got kicked out of the house.
And will you accept?
That's the problem. No matter what I decide, I'll probably be married off anyway. What I really want to do is help those in need, but I think it would be more difficult to do so if I married a nobleman.
Understandably so. Sounds to me like you need a strategy to silence your father.
Sorry? To silence him?
Yes, please clarify, Ingrid, because that word has a bunch of different meanings.
Don't you agree? It seems the best course of action would be to consider severing all ties with the family and running away.
Huh.
We don't need to go that far. I'm sorry. I really just needed to let that out. I don't need you to worry about solving my problems.
Oh, okay. It's just a bit personal for me, actually. My own father has brought countless marriage proposals to my attention. He always was obsessed with me carrying on the family bloodline. At a very young age, my hand had already been promised to someone in marriage. But Glenn died young.
That must have been difficult for you. Would you have married him if he had survived?
That's a good question. It's hard to imagine now. Although I did admire him quite a lot. He held true to the ideals of knighthood, proudly serving the king. Even after all these years, I aspire to be the type of knight that he embodied. But that's just it. I'm not a tool for furthering my family's fortunes. I'm a knight at heart.
Seem to accept that first part in that last conversation with Ash pretty easily, Ingrid.
Regardless of what my father desires.
I see. A very noble cause indeed. How strange that we should be worrying about the same thing.
Even though we are such different people.
It's true. Enjoying a nice chat over tea with you like this makes me realize maybe the paths we walk aren't so different after all. Don't you think?
I do. These tea parties of ours, they really are something special.
That they are. Ingrid, I would love to get to know you better if that's okay. I want to know about your childhood, your favorite books, the sweets you like, anything at all.
Absolutely. I'm happy to speak with you anytime. And I want to know you better too, Mercedes.
Alright. Ingrid and Dorothea.
Ingrid, do you have a moment? We're going to perform an opera in the cathedral.
We are?
Yes! It's a small one, but I need some volunteers. Let me tell you, Alois is very excited. He's already doing a ton of work for the show.
Alois is very much a showman at heart.
I see. What's it about?
Classic opera fare. A tragic love story. A princess who falls in love with a handsome commoner. But our princess, she carries the fate of her country on her shoulders. And no matter how in love she is, she can't just marry whoever she wants. Or can she?
That's quite a story. Sounds tragic and beautiful. Who will be playing the princess?
Me. I was a singer in an opera company, though I hope I'm not being too presumptuous casting myself. Even if you're not interested in being part of the production, you will come to see it, won't you? I'm asking everyone to dress up properly. I want it to be a stylish and elegant night.
That does sound quite lovely. And I do want to go, but
Please, don't worry if you can't make it. I understand we're doing this on such short notice.
No, it's not that. I struggle with the elegant part of things. It's not often that I do myself up in elegant clothing and makeup and such.
If fashion's your concern, lady, you're in luck.
I am?
If you don't dress for the occasion, no one will take you seriously. But don't worry about a thing. I'll happily work my magic on you. When it's time, I'll meet you in your room. We'll make you the most beautiful woman in the theater.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Alright. Linhardt and Dorothea as well.
I do believe a nap is in order.
When isn't it, Linhardt?
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
You don't seem very pleased with her being here.
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
That's a good point.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire.
They sound like a bunch of children, really.
And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead.
That's fair.
Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
There you go, Linhart.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
Of course you can, Dorothea. Do you understand who you're talking to? You're talking to the king of naps yourself. And yeah, we just have Dorothea supports left now. Alright, so Dorothea and Bernadetta.
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just disappear. If only people could be more like flowers.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling. There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that.
Aww.
Bern, are you okay?
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you.
Me? I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer, but old memories just get in the way for me.
Old memories?
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full
Oh, she's
support.
talking about
I'm
everything
here
with like
for
her
you.
father and stuff.
I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please.
Just forget it. We'll never be close friends.
Aww.
Father would just... He would just... No!
Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
Poor girl. She's so terrified of her dad. Alright, and Dorothea and Manuela. Seriously, take us like half an hour to get through all these.
Professor Manuela, it's
Damn.
been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Yeah, why come all the way here?
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here.
Yeah, kind of figured that would be it.
When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you, who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future, and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh, oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
Oh, man.
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Oh. That was nice. Alright, that's alright. Yep. Alright, so like I said, today I'm gonna do a seminar, then I'm gonna go right into the battle. So, actually... Yeah, I think I have everything I need. So yeah. Let's do seminar with Hanneman.
Am I making progress?
How long will this take?
I'd never have learned this back in my room. I'm a quick study.
I'm about to get C+ on Reason. That's pretty good. Oh, something on the eve of...
This is
dance,
the only
I think,
ball
right?
of the year.
Oh, yeah.
And I see why. Everyone is absurdly excited.
Your Highness, you sound so detached. We are all encouraged to enjoy the ball tomorrow.
Right you are. What a burden.
I never thought we'd see eye to eye, but I agree. I'd rather be swinging my blade than wasting my time with some girl at a ball.
Yeah, that sounds like you, Felix.
Felix, Your Highness, you must be joking, right? This is our chance to dance with all of the ladies of the Academy to our heart's content. You wish to throw away the best day of the whole year for sword practice? Insanity, I tell you.
I'm pretty excited about the ball myself. It's not like we get to do things like this very often.
Too true, Ash. In fact, I'm going to do you a favor and give you a crash course in chatting up girls. By tomorrow, you'll be an expert.
Don't learn that from Sylvain, Ash.
Actually, I'd much prefer if someone could just teach me how to dance.
Don't worry about the dancing part. I can teach you that easy. It's time for the ball. That warrants at least a tiny bit of makeup, don't you think, Ingrid? Just a smidge?
Maybe. I'll think about it.
It's settled. Tomorrow morning we'll meet up in Ingrid's room. Ooh, I can't wait!
You know, there's no telling where life will take us after we leave here. If only we could find a way to come together again, just like this.
A fine notion, Your Highness. Perhaps 5 years from now?
5 years from now. Ah, that's when Garreg Mach Monastery will be holding its Millennium Festival.
By then, we'll be addressing your highness as your majesty instead.
That's right. I suppose we all know it's coming, but by then you'll be far removed from us.
Come now, you know me better than that. My title may change, but I won't. And it won't just be me, you know. 5 years from now, you'll all have your own stuffy positions to contend with. But as I understand it, the festivities at the Millennium Festival will be of a scale far beyond anything we've yet seen. In other words, the perfect excuse for all of us to return here.
Ooh, a reunion? That sounds fun! I wouldn't miss it for the world!
I'd love for you to be there as well, Professor. After all, you're the heart of the Blue Lion House.
I'll be there.
Good. then it's settled. Of course, if something happens and I'm not able to attend, I'm leaving all of the logistics of organizing this reunion to you, Professor.
Thanks, Dimitri. You have to attend.
It's true. I'm sure being a king will keep you busy, but it's a bit early to be backing out of your own plans, don't you think?
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. You have my word. I will return as well. Count on it.
Day of the ball. Hey, Claude. Eh. Oh, okay. Guess I'm dancing with Claude.
Running away?
Oh, hey, Sothis.
I understand. You hardly had the time to breathe in there. It must be hard to be the favorite teacher at the ball. Poor professor.
It is difficult.
So you do think you're the favorite? I might have known.
Is there something wrong with thinking that? Eh? Oh, hey, Dimitri.
Professor, what are you doing here?
Hey, aren't you gonna dance with Claude?
Good one, Professor. I could see saving a dance for Edelgard, but Claude is another story.
What's wrong with dancing with Claude, man? I did it.
In any case, I have no intention of dancing with anyone. As a child, Edelgard taught me how to dance. It was a bit awkward, honestly.
As a child?
I've told you before that we're siblings by marriage, haven't I?
Yeah.
Her birth mother was my stepmother, although I didn't know that at the time. My stepmother treated me with such kindness, just as though I were her own flesh and blood. And yet she never so much as hinted that she had her own child, Edelgard.
Huh.
We were born and raised in different territories, without ever knowing the other even existed. Yet, against all odds, for just over a year, we became childhood friends.
Friends.
Indeed. Unaware of each other's stations or backgrounds, we met and became incredibly close. This was when she and Lord Arundel were living in the kingdom.
Huh. Why were they in the kingdom?
They were in exile. This was a time of great turmoil within the Empire. I ran into her when visiting Lord Arundel's residence with my father. She seemed quite bored with everything. At first, I found her to be difficult and stubborn. But that facade quickly fell away, revealing her true self beneath. That's around the time when she taught me how to dance. Her instruction was, oh, let's call it strict, to put it nicely.
Wrong
Aw.
foot, Dimitri. You're supposed to lead with your right.
Hell, the sun's going down. I really ought to be heading home.
Oh, look at these adorable children.
That 1 year before she had to return to the Empire was so much fun. The time of my life in many ways. It's kind of pathetic to think about it all these years later. But can you guess what I gave her as a parting gift?
Dagger.
Huh. Good guess, Professor. But I swear, it came from the heart.
So this is what he and Sylvain were talking about, giving a girl a dagger for.
In Fargus, we've long considered blades as tools of destiny, as a way to cut a path to a better future.
Guessing she didn't take it that way, though?
She was being dragged all over, unable to live the life she wanted. I thought the dagger could help her cut a path to the future
I
she
just
dreamed
thought of something. Oh, in the prologue! That dagger she took out when Kostas attacked her! That was the dagger Dimitri gave her, wasn't it? Oh, she still has it! Oh, that's adorable!
However, that was many years ago. I'm sure she's forgotten all about the boy I was back then.
It's not too late to reconnect.
I'm afraid it's far too late for that. Things are different now. She's different. I'm different. Anyway, I'm feeling a bit out of place here. Festivities like this don't suit me.
You and me both.
Still, I suppose I should get back in there. Goodbye, Professor.
But where is there to run? This place is filled with joyful students looking for a dance. Ah, I see. The Goddess Tower waits for you.
What's that?
Hey, Berndetta.
Ghost? Is it a ghost? Don't eat me!
I'm not a ghost. Calm down. It's okay.
It'll eat the skin right off my bones and no one will ever... Huh? Oh, it's you, Professor. What a relief.
You can relax now.
Right. I'm better now, thanks. But try not to scare me like that again, please. With the ball happening tonight, I was sure there wouldn't be anyone here. And from far off, you look... Well, you kinda have a spooky silhouette.
Sorry about my silhouette. I guess you haven't heard the legend.
Legend? Oh, so if a couple swears a vow on the night of the ball, the goddess grants their wish? That's amazing! Is it true? I guess that's the sort of thing you miss when you spend all your time avoiding people. But wouldn't it be nice to spend some time alone with a nice guy in this lonely tower, cut off from all the rest of the world?
Anyway.
Oh, Professor! Since you're here and all, could I ask you for a favor? As you probably know by now, it's my lifelong dream to live in solitude forever.
Oh yeah, I know.
So could you help me to swear that vow?
Nice try.
Saw right through me, huh? Ah, well, no use complaining. Actually, I'm happy I got to see you here tonight. Even if it was just by coincidence. Would you mind staying a little longer? It's nice and quiet, and the sky's really pretty. I quite like the atmosphere. On a night like this, being out in the open doesn't seem so bad.
Aw, that was cute.
It seems that everyone is having a delightful time. Will you not dance some more?
I'm tired.
How dull of you. Had I a body of my own? Oh, I would sing and dance until I fell upon the ground. But you... do as you will. Ah,
Right.
You're not the only one who feels that way. Look over there.
Where's she going?
I'm bored beyond compare. Will you not follow her?
Why would I?
Oh, come on, hurry up.
Suppose it can't
I
hurt.
know that you are curious to see what she is up to. I hear. Someone's singing. From over there. That song. I feel that I have heard it in the past. Actually, it is not that I have heard it. Did I once sing that song to someone? No. There's more. I wrote this song. Oh, but how could that be so? If that were true, then how could she be singing it? Unless... No. I am suddenly so exhausted. As are you, no doubt? Quickly then, to bed with you.
Oh, am I fainting? We have a mission, right? Salvation at the chapel. You know what? I think I'll hold this off until the next episode. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!